Sticking a needle in yourself, Steve. Can you picture yourself doing that? They stick it anywhere and everywhere.
Just like I said, I had friends that were getting high before I ever got high. I had friends that were getting high, and I didn't know what it was doing to them inside their mind. I didn't know that it was making them steal from people, so I still hung out with them. I just thought that they chose to do stuff different that I don't like to do. And I'd try and help them whenever they got brought down by it, or eventually I ended up doing it with them. Just like they say, you hang around a barber shop, you'll end up getting a haircut.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a drug addict, if you already have that in your mind built into your character that you like to do what other people do.
Yeah,
you like to fit into the crowd.
You got an addictive personality. You're going with them
no
matter what they're doing. He's getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Dad, you should get up early in the morning. Pat's leaving with a bag of stuff every day. I don't know what he's doing, but he's leaving with a trash bag full of stuff. Okay. Well, his mother, my wife, was really, really sick. And I was spending I spent 24 hours a day, taking care of her if I could, All she could do was sit on the couch, so I tried to give her a life from there, And I really didn't care what else was going on. It's probably, I don't want to say it's my fault, because it's your fault. But, I probably could have done more. I could have followed him around, or I don't know if there's anything you can do. When the time comes, they're going to do it, they're going to do it, And if he wasn't taken from me, he'd be taken from somebody else. And, just as well pleased it was me, I can't tell you how much I lost. I don't care, as long as I got him back, And that's the only thing that matters, really. And a couple times I thought he was gone, And these other kids that continue to do it, a friend of his had a friend die just the other day, last week, he probably told you. Yeah, a millionaire. Won millions in the lottery and had nothing to worry about, but all he could think about was buying heroin. I don't know where it happened. I honest to God don't know where it happened, because, all my kids have been good kids. I mean, they all played baseball. They all went to school. They all graduated high school. Some of them had some college. I hate to blame it on her dying. Of course, I'd like to have her here so I could blame her. But, that's when things started to go south. I mean, she was real sick, and none of us knew how to deal with that.
I was playing in 2003, and then 2004 I coached.
2004
and I started with cocaine during the end of that season, one of the last couple of games. That's when Dave noticed I was showing up late.
It's who you hang around with, and you hate to say it's somebody else's fault, or, geez, your kids are hanging around bad kids, but there's truth in that. He was coming home with some guys that, I had never met before. One kid sitting on my couch, I remember it clearly, his eyes rolling back in his head, like they were flipping around in circles. This kid was wasted, and I didn't know the effects of heroin per se at the time. I knew very little about it. Like I said, a taste of that stuff. I don't know where it comes from. I honestly think that our own war men are bringing it home from Afghanistan or something, because all of a sudden it got really, really populated with the stuff, really, really cheap, and the kids went right from the pills that were costing them a fortune. They were robbing drugstores and everything, remember? You don't hear about that anymore. Because they don't need to do that. They can buy heroin for, I don't know how much, but I know it's cheap. You can stop drinking. Any other drugs, I think you can beat it, easier than this stuff. This stuff is, it's deadly from the minute you see it, I think, I don't understand it. I wish somebody somehow could get a beat on it, and, the police look at the little dealers like us. We're going to watch him, and then we'll watch who he's getting it from, and then we'll watch that guy and see who he's getting it from. They want the big kingpin. Right. But in the meantime, while they're waiting for the kingpin to be caught, all these kids are killing themselves. He was caught one night, stole some jewelry from me, his mother's jewelry, and that was like the final straw for me. He was gone. Her diamond ring was gone, with her grandmother's stone and everything. Yeah. I mean, I had no reason to believe it was any of my other kids, and he was there, and I don't know if I'm trusting or stupid. You go to the bathroom and you come out and your whole life changed. Once I saw that gone and he was gone, I got to call the cops. So the cops came, and of course he was out, where he was, and I figured that's gone, he's high somewhere, so I won't see him. Well, he came back, and his brothers more or less worked it out with the drug dealer to let me buy the ring back for $50. God bless him. You know, he probably went out and sold shit to somebody else in the next 10 minutes and killed them or something, but he gave me my wife's ring back, so I was grateful, you know. That drug, I mean, you can do any drug in the world, I think, and none of them make you do the things that this stuff does. I mean, this is definitely poison. You might as well just take a can of rat poison and, you know, eat it, shoot it, do whatever you want, because it's the same thing, you know.
I used to wake up at like 5 every morning, and I'd be sick. I'd have to find a way to get high, or some way to get high, crawling in my father's room, army style, or trying to find something, or going through the downstairs. This is how sick it got. I actually contemplated tearing the water pipes out of the house and taking the copper to the copper field. That's how bad it got. I mean, obviously.
Oh, we had nothing else left.
Obviously, I could never do that. But I would leave every morning, and I would come back, and sometimes I would bring a person with me, and I would bring back people whose eyes were rolling back in their head, and I didn't even think anything of it. I figured that, you know, if they figured it out, it would make me look better, because he's the one that's all fucked up, and I don't look as fucked up as he does, so they might think that I didn't get high. You know what I mean? And I mean, if I didn't have my family, then, and I didn't get that forgiveness, who knows where I would be. I'd like to think I'd still be here.
Well, that's why we got a second floor apartment,
But,
because if you screw up again, you went out the window.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna die, we're gonna do it.
No, but like, you know, just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It was a long, hard road. I didn't think I was going to get anybody's trust back. I didn't think anybody was going to forgive me, and I cared about it. And eventually I got it from the people that I needed it from. Not everybody that I wanted it from, but the people that I needed it from, and that's what gives me enough strength.
You know, I never
to try and be a better person. Say, I don't care about the people that I want it from anymore. You know, I'm sick of trying to beg people for it. From the people that I want it for, I don't. Now it's just like
you don't have to.
You can believe it, or you don't have to believe it. Yeah. You can watch it, and you can not believe it and think that it's all bullshit. You know, pardon my language. And you can think that this is all a lie and that I'm still doing whatever I'm doing. You can believe whatever you want, but at the beginning and at the end of the day, I'm waking up with a smile on my face. I'm going to sleep with a smile on my face, because my life is not a complete 180.